back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back again today with a pick a card reading for you. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for your support of me in this channel and your support of each other in the comment section. You guys are amazing, and I'm so lucky to have you as a part of this family. And if you have found yourself on this channel for the very first time, please join us. Pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea, some snacks, and we'll have a little bit of a chat because we are all friends when we gather here at my table. So today's pick a card, we're looking at the question, who is obsessively thinking about you, and what are some of those thoughts that they are having, the secret thoughts of you? Who is obsessively thinking of you all the time? Starting with pile number 1 here with the little I don't know what you'd call this, some sort of popsicle or something. The yellow popsicle with the yellow flower. Pile number 2 with the purple flower and the purple donut. And pile number 3 with the pink ice cream cone and the pink flower. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting for you. And my timestamps are listed below. I'm going to take a moment here to just warn everybody. I've seen a lot of spam comments in my comment section lately. I've been working really hard to get rid of those. Try not to go to these WhatsApp numbers because these people are scammers, and also do not, unless the link has been provided by myself in my description box, do not follow anyone's link offering up readings under my name. A lot of channels have been kind of inundated with these spammer accounts and these fake accounts, so please keep yourself safe out there. Okay, so again, today's topic is who is obsessively, constantly thinking about you, who has you on their mind right this second, and what are some of their secret thoughts. I'm jumping right into pile number 1. Hello everybody in group number 1. You were all drawn to this beautiful yellow flower, or perhaps to the yellow popsicle, and this is your reading. Who is obsessively, constantly thinking about you? What are some of those thoughts? So let's look into who this person is first. Who is obsessively thinking about group 1? Constantly thinking about them to the point of obsession. I'm going to write this second. Who is thinking about group 1, please, Spirit? Whoopsie. The first pile that fell out was this Page of Wands. So somebody's very, very curious about you. They could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could be that fire energy, but this is like somebody kind of young, somebody who is excited or exciting. They like to travel. Maybe they're very kind of exuberant. They've got a lot of energy, or at least they're projecting themselves as someone who has a lot of energy, a lot to offer, lots of curiosity, and maybe really likes to get outside and kind of hit the trails in some kind of way. Who is this person who is obsessively thinking about you? The Six of Swords. Someone who might want to clarify their feelings for you and have been maybe hiding these feelings for you for a while. So this could be somebody that you actually went to school with, for some of you. Or maybe you work with them, but there's just this sense of like, how I truly feel has never been expressed. Maybe there's been a lot of flirtation back and forth, but I've never quite been able to make the transition and tell you how I truly feel. Ace of Cups. This is someone that you may have felt an instant connection with. And I'm almost like, it's like an instant zing. Again, very kind of young type of energy. I'm feeling very kind of youthful energy. So somebody a little bit younger. We have the Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So strong. So strong. And the moon is on the back of this deck. So this person, they could have water in their chart. Lots of fire here too. They are projecting as someone who could be a little younger than you. So take that as it resonates. Let's clarify that Page of Wands, please. Who is obsessively thinking about pile 1? What can you tell us about this person? Nine of Wands, yes. So it's like, I've been feeling a certain way for you. You may have known this person for quite a while. Again, there's a very strong friendship type of vibe here going on. You may have known them for quite a while. Because the Nine of Wands, they've been kind of holding out. It's almost like I've shot my shot a couple of times. I don't know if there's been like a lot of flirtation, and they like, in a flirtation type of way, have been like, well, what if you and I got together? And then maybe you shot them down in a flirty type of way, and that sort of hit their ego a little bit, bruised it. They feel like they've shot their shot a couple of times and been turned down. Or in the past, when they have felt this way about other people, it's never worked out. It almost feels like they're on the cusp of being one of those people that think that nice guys or nice girls finish last. Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's an emotional... I just saw the Two of Cups too. But a sense of an emotional vulnerability. So someone who maybe lacks a lot of experience or confidence. And again, the message coming through that this person may be feeling a certain way for a certain amount of time. Like it's been a long road of me feeling this way. Ace of Swords. There's a message coming through that you may have just only recently considered this person as an option, or you may have only just realized their feelings, or kind of gotten an epiphany about them, and kind of, it's like all of a sudden you realize that this person could be the person that you want to be with. It's like a realization came into you, not to this person, because they've already known how they feel, but to you, it's like all of a sudden something was said, or somebody did something that made you think, wow, can this be something more? Because here's the Two of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles and the Temperance card. There is so much potential here. This person really sees that. So this person that's always thinking about you, you know, we're going to look into what their obsessive thoughts are in a moment. But right now, it's just such a sweet type of, honestly, like some hopeful and wishful thinking happening here. This sense of like, I have been patient, and if I am continuing to be patient and keep working hard, then we could get to this place. There is potential in this connection to reach a very secure place. This is what this person really thinks about quite a bit. This person is someone that you, like I said, I feel like you all of a sudden have felt an instant connection with this person, or you had this realization. Maybe you've been separated for a time because of everything going on in the world right now, and that is what sparked this inspiration, this idea, this epiphany inside of you that, yes, this is the person that I'm kind of interested in. I feel like you came to this reading with a specific hopefulness in your heart about what you wanted. This person is someone who is saying that it's a risk to them to reveal themselves. It's a risk to they're vulnerable, a risk to their ego. They don't know how you're going to receive the news, even though actually you feel mirrored in this. I feel that you already kind of have an inkling who this person is, some of you, and you feel the same. It's almost like you were waiting for this. Like you've been waiting for this opportunity. So let's switch gears here a bit and look at what are some of their specific secret thoughts. Take a quick drink. So what do they secretly think about this person? This could be someone who is a soulmate energy here as well with the Two of Cups. What do they think about? Knight of Cups. They really put in a lot of thought when they're thinking about you, about what you would like. Like, what is it this person would like? What would they like me to bring if I were to give them a gift? What do they like? They try to put in a lot of thought into the presentation of how they present themselves and how they present the offer, because they're worried about it. Because they know that once that offer is made, it has the capacity to change everything. Good or bad, it has the capacity. It will change everything, is what they're saying. I just saw the Tower. Oh, the Sun, Leo energy. You know what? They just have such a beautiful beautiful opinion of you. Again, you could be that beautiful Leo that they really dream about. Fiery, somebody who is exciting, somebody who makes you very happy. When they think about you, it makes them very happy. And they think about you quite a bit. The prospect of you actually accepting their offer makes them feel giddy, makes them feel like a little kid almost. And I almost see like a similarity between this character and this character. It's like a progression. So for some of you, you may have known this person for a while. Six of Wands. They dream about victory with you in a passionate type of way. And the Knight of Pentacles. And they have these, honestly, they have some thoughts about taking their time with you when it comes to that passion. They really want to be able to honestly unleash some of their burdens and take their time doing it, because they feel like they've waited so long to get to this beautiful place. And there's also this beautiful message that they'll wait as long as they kind of need to, because there's a part of them that almost enjoys the fantasy portion of it, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or the what ifs. It makes them feel happy. Knight of Wands. There's a fire being lit. This person is very much presenting themselves as somebody quite young. Someone, and I mean, I say quite young because I'm old, I guess, but there's just this sense of them being in their 20s, or just charging in, not a care in the world. They don't care that they don't have a full idea of forever or what's going to come next. They just want to bridge that gap. Somebody very exciting, charismatic, and they think about you in a passionate way quite a bit. That's mostly what their obsessive thought is about. Oh, King of Cups. Despite the fact that this Knight of Cups may not have necessarily a plan of forever, this King of Cups does. And so does this Ten of Pentacles over here. So despite, this person is like dreaming the gamut. Like they're sorry about the wobble. They're thinking about the whole shebang. Like they're thinking about the progression and what they want to see here, because they can see that with you. Because it's already grown for them in a sense from when you guys maybe started school together, or maybe you started a friendship and it's grown. They want to be able to offer you emotional stability. Ace of Swords. Clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. What are some of their secret thoughts, please? And the High Priestess. Back of the deck is the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Swords. The message coming through, honestly, when I pulled out this Ace of Swords, it's over the Ace of Swords. Honestly, like it's a type of like sensual thought. They have quite a lot of sensual thoughts about you, quite a lot of sensual thoughts. And you are the main inspiration for those types of thoughts when they need those thoughts, if you know what I mean. The High Priestess shows that there is a certain amount of wisdom inside of them. They hold these secrets deep down inside of them about how they truly feel. And there is a message, honestly, coming through them that they will sit upon them as long as they need to, as long as they have to. There's a self-preservation, but there's also a certain amount of maturing and maturity that's happening right now with this person. Like they are like a work in progress, and it's like they're kind of like a slingshot a bit. They're kind of gonna shoot forward when you least suspect it and kind of evolve into this king quite quickly. They just have this energy about them. The back of deck energy is the Ten of Swords, shows that what has led them to this point right now is not working, and there is, where they're sitting in this connection with you does not make them happy at this point. So they feel like there needs to be some sort of movement, or they need to let go. But the Ten of Swords can be a positive card if we focus on the positivity of the future and of what could be, of making new plans of action, forging new pathways for ourselves so we don't make it to this beach in the first place. It's about being logical and speaking our truth. The Queen of Swords is all about truth. She's all about being honest, and that honesty can lead us to these feelings of security that, you know, are overshadow the insecurity that this moon represents. The security is what we're needing. And even if the answer is no, at least we're secure in that answer. So that is the message there. Let's get some Oracle. Group 1, please. Obsessively thinking about you. What are their secret thoughts? Ooh, it says release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So for some of you, this could be an ex. So take that as it resonates. I don't feel like that is for all of you. We have codependency and stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking will bring you romance. Now the codependency card, you know, I always think about the devil card when I think about it. So Capricorn energy, but this person feels more codependent than you do in this connection. And I feel like some of you already know who this person is. I feel like they spend a lot of time listlessly looking out the window thinking about you. And you could be separated right now because of COVID, even if you are in this type of friendship. And stay optimistic about your love life. That's what's going to bring this person forward if they're able to kind of pull it off and bring about this clarity and this movement that they're hoping to. Attraction on the back of that deck. Excuse me. Thinking about you. What are some of their secret thoughts? Whoops. Too many, Spirit. We have the Temptress. It says solution or seduction, deceit, and a broken promise. I feel like this person looks at you kind of like a temptress a little bit. Like that Queen of Wands that we saw, that fiery energy. You tempt them out. Oh. And we have the message, positive news, positive outcome. For some of you, I really feel this person is going to come forward and give you the clarity here. I don't feel like this person is going to stay with their thoughts just being to themselves for very long. We do have movement here. The Knights have come out. It seems to have slowed down up here, but for some of you, I feel like this person wants to come forward. We have Winter's End, regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcome. And I feel like that's a really strong indicator that by Winter's End, you may get communication in this connection. Who is obsessively thinking about you? Who is this person that is obsessively thinking about you? We have history. Jamaica Kincaid history card. This is from the Literary Witches Oracle. And this card really talks about the stories that we tell. It talks about the history that we have with people. She's holding that beautiful egg of potential. And you can see there, I don't know if you can see it in the card, but there's actually flies flying around that egg. So it's like a potential that is, there's worry that it's reaching its kind of expiry date. There's worry that things have been hung up to dry a little bit too long here. So there's a little bit of fear in that from this person, that they haven't expressed themselves soon enough. And we have the mushrooms. This talks about quiet growth, something that has grown inside. And it's almost, it makes me feel like, you know, that epiphany I was talking about that can't seem to come through for some of you watching, like you never considered this person as an option. It's like it was quietly growing. The potential there was quietly growing under the scene, and you didn't even notice it until it popped up, you know. And it's funny, this card makes me laugh because when I was going through it, when I first received it, my daughter made the joke about fun guy. She's like, well, that must represent a fun guy. We do have the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, so this person could very well be, you know, that type of fun guy. We do have the Eileen Chang card, Fate. And there were a lot of indicators here of perhaps a soulmate connection. Let's get some messages from this person if they could say anything to you right this moment. What are they obsessively thinking about? What is this person thinking about? What are some of their obsessive thoughts? I don't know how to fix things between us, but I'm trying to become a better person. So they don't know how to move this connection into a different place, into a new realm of where they want it, this security. They want this security with you. They want forever is what this person wants. They're trying to raise to this level that they feel they need to be on in order to offer you that. I dream about the life we almost have or had. I don't know how to tell you the truth. I'm forever yours. Back of this deck says, the separation is killing me. And I don't feel like this is a predominantly like no contact situation at all. I feel like there is a separation going on because perhaps of worldwide events, but I don't feel like it's necessarily a complete shutdown, if that makes sense. What would they say right this moment if they could? Who is obsessively, oops, what are they obsessively thinking about? The only thing that makes me happy is you. It says, I'm scared of your temper, which is funny because we had that Queen of Swords, or sorry, Queen of Wands, and she can be quite a fiery character. The truth of this connection lays hidden. I have not revealed myself because I am secretly terrified. A little bit of I don't want to say immaturity. It's almost like lack of, it's an ill-equipped because I haven't had the emotional experience yet. Even in a crowded, oh, there's two. Even in a crowded room, I'm lonely for you and I want to start over. I want back into your life. And I want it to be me and you at the end of the day. Oh. Let's get a charm bowl to finish off your reading. A charm bowl, please, for group 1. Who is constantly obsessively thinking about them? What are some of their secret thoughts, this person? We have the 3 of Cups, we have the 6 of Pentacles, and we have the Judgment. For many of you, I do feel this person is in your friend group or was in your friend group in the past. They may be somebody that you may not be in contact with right now. I don't feel like it's like a no contact situation, but I feel like some of you are separated because of COVID, but there's also this sense of not being able to communicate completely. They want to be able to tell you how they truly feel and level out this connection and have that new beginning with the Judgment card. And that's what they really fantasize about, is revealing themselves to you. Okay, we have in the bowl today, Kiss. I love that charm because it's really innocent. You know, I feel like this isn't someone who has had a chance to do anything else with you other than maybe that. We have the pentagram here, so I feel like somebody could be into Wicca, or we have how I feel about you makes my heart long to be free. We have at. We have R in the bowl. We have Z. I always think of sleeping and dreaming. I feel like this person is dreaming about you. We have B in the bowl as well. We have the turtle and the bee. There's a sense of self-sacrifice with the bee. Somebody who may be in a position where they cannot communicate with you because of a sense of responsibility somewhere else. Take that as it resonates. We have Capricorn in the bowl. We also have Gemini in the bowl. We have Cupid's arrow. We have the turtle, somebody who could be taking their sweet time to truly reveal themselves. And we have the hot pepper, which makes me think about the Page of Wands, actually. Somebody who is fiery, somebody who has a lot of, curiosity about you when it comes to sensual things. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of dim in here now. My lighting is terrible. All right, group 1, that is what I have for you. Who is obsessively thinking about you? What are some of their secret thoughts? If this resonates, I would love to hear about it in the comments section. I would love for you to subscribe to our channel, join our family, hit the notification bell and the like button. I offer private readings on Etsy. You can check out the link below. I offer a chance to win a free mini read with me on Instagram, and that's coming up in the next few days, so be sure to check me out there. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hello everybody in group number 2. You were drawn to the blue flower, or perhaps to the little bluish donut, and this is your reading. not the person on your mind. Who is the person who is obsessively, constantly thinking about you, and what are some of their secret thoughts? I'm going to be using the Magical Unicorn Tarot for you today. We're going to look at who is this person first, and then we'll switch into what are some of their secret thoughts of you. So Spirit, if Spirit can give us an idea of who this person is. Who is this person? One of my cards just got flipped and now it won't come out. It's the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles represents earth energy, especially particularly Taurus. So this person could definitely be an earth sign. They don't have to be. The King of Pentacles can really represent somebody very good looking and someone who is stable in their situation. Page of Swords. Who is obsessively thinking about you? Who is group twos? Obsessively. Constantly thinking of group two. We have the Four of Swords. So this could be somebody that you are currently in no contact with at this time. And not only are they just thinking about you, we have the Knight of Wands. Not only are they thinking about you, but they are watching you as well, potentially keeping a tab on your social media, on whatever, however they're able to do so, they're keeping tabs on you. And whatever they're seeing is really lighting a fire, but they're doing it secretly. They want to come charging in with some lusty type of ideas, but they're wearing a mask. So there could be a reason why they're keeping that under tabs. Sometimes the King of Pentacles can represent someone who is at the helm of something. So he could be he or she. Again, it's all about energy. So I just say he, she for ease of execution. But there is this sense of stability there. So fatherhood always kind of shows up. So take that as it resonates. It will not apply for everyone. Always remember these are general readings for the collective, but they're putting themselves in a pretty, secure position here. Who is this person? They could own their own business even for some of you. Who is this person that is constantly thinking about them? Two of Pentacles. This person projects themselves as someone who is very busy and has a lot of responsibilities. They have to deal with a lot of decision making throughout the day, but there's also the sense of juggling, the Seven of Swords, and having to keep their word do I want to use? Interest in you, having to keep their interest in you from prying eyes and to hide it. They have to keep it to themselves. Kind of a shady feeling with that Seven of Swords. So the Two of Pentacles, for some of you watching, this person could be juggling your connection plus perhaps a marriage or another type of connection. Seven of Cups. They spend a lot of time, like we are talking about the obsessive quality of this person's thought process when it comes to you. And I feel like their thoughts, even though they're very busy, drift to you multiple times a day. It's like you are their pastime when they're alone. Your thoughts of you are their pastime. They don't know how you feel though, which I feel like bugs them, but Nine of Wands. There is this sense of having to watch you from afar. I'm almost getting the message that this person could have almost been I'm pausing because I'm trying to think of the word I want to use. A supervisor. Take that as it resonates. It's not for everyone, but for some of you watching, I feel that this could have been somebody who was actually a supervisor over you, perhaps at work. So take that as it resonates. Again, not for everybody. King of Cups, back of the deck. Again, there's like a fatherhood type of imagery with the King of Cups. There's an emotional availability with him. So there's this sense of this person perhaps having a family. So take that as it resonates. And having had these feelings for you and having had to carry them for at least as long, like long enough that it makes them uncomfortable. Like it makes them feel like they are rejected. Not rejected because they have never really shot their shot or revealed themselves, but it makes them feel almost hopeless or wanting to give up hope because of the inability to unveil myself, the inability to express all of that passion that I have. It does give them some anxiety and sadness here, Three of Swords. There's a lot of sadness with this person. They could suffer from some type of anxiety, or some, like, maybe they're very emotional with the King of Cups here. So they could suffer from some sort of emotional anxiety as well. So that could be something that you are aware of this person. Let's switch gears into how are they feeling, or sorry, what are their secret thoughts of you? What are some of their secret thoughts? Some of their secret thoughts, please. What are some of these secret thoughts that they're having? What are some of these obsessive thoughts too? Nope. I think I saw the Five of Swords, but it flipped back in. Okay, so we do have the Three of Cups and the Page of Cups coming out. So you switched from the Unicorn Tarot to the Santa Morte Skeleton Tarot. What do they think about? The Queen of Pentacles. What are they obsessively thinking about when they think about group 2, please? The Knight of Cups. They think about having an emotional new start with you, but I want to say it's tainted in some way, or there's a shadow that is sort of cast over it in some way, because the back of deck we have this Ace of Cups, but it's pouring rain. And I don't know if you can see on the rim of the cup is the dragonfly, and we talked about that, I think in the last video or the video before, about how the dragonfly has to go through quite a transformation in order to take its first flight. And so it's already been through a lot to get to the rim of that cup, and now it's raining, so it can't even take flight. So it's almost like I get to a lot to this point of having to reveal myself, but I obsessively think about how the offer would be tainted, that the offer would be tainted somehow. And we do have this Three of Swords, or sorry, the Three of Cups. You know, again, this sense of friendship with the Three of Cups, a sense of shifting and moving this into a different realm. Again, there seems to be some sort of work connection here for some of you. Again, some sort of work connection here. But take that as it resonates. They have this emotion, they have a fear of walking through that archway with the Knight of Cups. They want to. It's almost like the Knight of Cups wants to come in and give you everything that you want in that moment. And it's not as self-serving necessarily as the Knight of Wands, but they don't have a plan of forever either, because they don't know what that looks like. So the offer is there, the emotion is there, but they don't, it's like their fantasies won't allow them past that point. So they do focus on that, of like moving this to a different level, moving it into a more romantic zone. They fantasize about revealing themselves, because a lot lies under the surface. And I feel like they think you would be surprised at their feelings, because they do have to project themselves in a certain way. What are some of their obsessive thoughts, please? Ten of Cups. So for some of you watching, they do consider themselves at the helm of some sort of family with the Ten of Cups. When they obsessively think about you, they do think about what kind of a consequence this connection would have upon that situation. But there's also the other side of this Ten of Cups meaning, which is this emotional, oops, sorry about the wobble, this emotional abundance that exists with it, this transformation that would create this abundance, the transformation of moving this from perhaps a friendship place or a work mate place into a different realm. But they don't know how you stand either, and that bothers them. They're not 100% sold on if you feel the same way. Nine of Wands. Which is why, you know, they continue in their struggle. They continue, it's like, I'm just going to put my head down and just work through this. The Fool. Despite the fact that, like, I want this so badly. That they want it so badly. We have the Hermit. with the Five of Pentacles at the back of the deck and the Nine of Swords again. Again, this sense of like perhaps somebody who has a lot on their plate, a lot of responsibilities, or is easily agitated, has a lot of anxiety. Some of the thoughts that they have about you is to just be able to express themselves finally 100%, you know, finally to get to the end. Standing at this Nine of Wands, it's like I've been standing post waiting to put these wands down. And then here's the Fool. They think about just taking that leap of making it happen and taking that risk. But something always brings them back down to ground, back down to reality. And then this Five of Cups is here with the Nine of Swords, and they're thrust into this emotional poverty. And especially when this is together, it really feels like depression. So I don't know if this person, again, suffers from depression, or they feel stuck in their current position. But let's get a couple of oracle cards for you. Two, please. Who's obsessively thinking with them? Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you together. So for some of you watching, this person considers you their soulmate. Spirit is saying that this may be a soulmate connection. With the King of Cups present, that's not surprising. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. That's really the Magician of the deck, really talking about how we are in charge of our destiny. How all of these fears that we push down, all of these insecurities, they are man-made. They're not of spirit. You know, we can push through these obstacles easily if we choose to. Engagement at the back of the deck. What does this person secretly think about? What do they secretly think about? Secret thoughts. We have yin yang, creating harmony through balance. Very much a soulmate card. We have the calling in your soulmate. I believe we had the Two of Cups, or maybe it was the other pile, but there's something about this connection that makes this person really convince themselves when they're in this obsessive type of thought pattern, that the two of you are connected on an energetic level. They have convinced themselves of it. Sacred Heart, passion, love, spiritual connection, and spiritual communion. Back of the deck, lost love, surrender, healing, and release. Perseverance. It feels like a struggle, and we've had this Nine of Wands show up a couple of times, and that card really reminds me of the Nine of Wands, because it really talks about pushing through the obstacles, knocking them down even when we're frustrated, to come out on the other side, which is what this person kind of hopes for with this Fool card, to leap into something brand new. Quest. When they fantasize about you, or when they're obsessively thinking about you, it's like they're trying to come up with a course of action of how they can push through, how they can create momentum in this situation. Oh, we have Sappho Love. This is interesting. For some of you, you may actually be asking about like a same-sex partner, because Sappho was one of the first, I believe, writers or of that type of erotic type of fiction and that sort of writing. She was like one of the first in her day. Very exciting. So love, she talked about love. She talked about passionately loving other women. I love that card. So that could resonate with you. You may be a woman asking about another woman, or a man asking about another man. And it's always important to understand that when I say he, she, and during my reading, it's never to exclude anyone or offend anyone. It's only for ease of execution for me. We have Milk, going back to our roots. So this talks about nostalgia, it talks about home. There is this connection with the home, perhaps for some of you. There could be children involved, so take that as it resonates. But there's this connection here with responsibility as well. Back of the deck is a tree. So yeah, like some deep roots, some perhaps a foundation already in place. So take that as it resonates. Let's get some messages from this person. What are some of their obsessive thoughts, please, Spirit? What are some of their thoughts? What are they constantly thinking? I feel ready to act. I feel ready to come towards you and express myself. I fantasize about you. I'm letting go of the past. Whoops. I dream of being reckless. And this card always comes out for me when we are dealing with a third-party situation or one or both of you are in a relationship. It's like I dream about just throwing all caution to the wayside and coming in anyway. I am watching from the outside, keeping tabs on you. I worry that this is all in my head. I heard the phrase in my head, silly old man. So I don't know if that resonates with you too. I do want a new beginning in my life. I feel like this person feels stagnated in their life. What did they say at this moment, please, if they could say anything? Freight train, that's like the 8 of Wands for me. Come charging in with my passionate ideas. It kind of reminds me of the reckless card as well. We will talk soon. So if you're in disconnect from who you think this person is, then they're saying that they're going to bridge that gap. Will we be waiting forever? And I'm so jealous. I will never stop hoping for us. I want to take a risk with you. I feel like this person, again, that message coming through, it could be work related, and it's also, this person could be married as well. Somehow I'm going to make this happen. You could be in separation because of COVID closures. So take that as it resonates. Ooh, I have a family is coming out. Back of the deck. I'm just going to flip it over because it's reversed. This is heartbreaking is at the back of that deck. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group 2. Charm bowl for group 2, please. Who is constantly thinking about, oops, we just lost some. Okay, so the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Swords both came out. Flew to the floor. So somebody does feel stuck at this time. 3 of Swords, oh no. Feels very stuck, feels unable to come towards you. It feels like at this time, if they did, it's like nobody would come out a winner. And there's a lot of heartbreak associated with that. So again, that message coming through that there could be attachments here, separations. W, Y, and S. We have the chisel, the ice pick. It's like having to pick away at something that feels so frozen. This could be a reflection of how this person currently is feeling in their relationships if they're in one. We have K, we have the marijuana charm. We have the teddy bear, so children could be a factor. We have cool. They could act cool, calm, and collected when they're around you, but really fall to pieces when they're not. We have this syringe. It doesn't look like one, but it's a needle. It's a syringe, so take that as it resonates. We have Capricorn in the bull. We also have Aquarius with the star, but it's the blue star. And the blue star makes me think about someone who's losing a little bit of hope. We have the bird looking at things from a higher perspective as well. And again, that syringe. So a hospital or doctor, nurse, maybe some sort of drug connection with the marijuana charm as well. So take that as it resonates. Perhaps you work in a hospital or some sort of clinic or something. Okay, group number 2, I think that's what I have for you for this reading. I hope that this resonated with you. If you know who this person is or you have an idea of who this person is, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love to see you come back and subscribe to this channel and become a part of this family. Please please hit the like button and the notification bell if you have not done so already, and check out my links below if you're curious. But I hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hello everybody in group number 3. You were drawn to the pink flower, or perhaps to the pink ice cream cone, and this is your reading. Who is constantly thinking about you? Who is obsessively thinking about you? What are some of their secret thoughts? So we're going to start with who this person could be, some of the traits that Spirit will outline for us, so maybe you can get an idea of who this person might be if you know them. Then we'll move into, I just saw the Justice, they could be a Libra. Then we'll move into what are they secretly thinking about. So who is this person that is obsessively, constantly thinking about group 3, please? 8 of Pentacles. Who is this person, please, Spirit? Who is constantly thinking about you? The Queen of Pentacles. Who is this person, please? Constantly thinking about the 9 of Wands. Who is obsessively thinking about group 3? The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this 5 of Pentacles is on the back of this deck already. So this person could definitely be an earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, for sure. Taurus, very strong here. Very strong here. This person could be somebody that you actually worked with. They could be somebody you're actually currently working with, but you could be in separation for them right now because of COVID closures. And there was actually a kind of a similar vibe in pile number 2. There was like a connection there I felt with work too. Not for everybody watching, but for some of them. So there may be a message there waiting. But this person could be somebody that you worked with, and actually they could actually be someone who is actually married with children. So take that as it resonates. It's someone who maybe has had feelings for you for a while. Maybe you've worked with this person for a long, long time. And I do feel like you've known this person for a long time. I just see the years kind of lined up here. So let's clarify a little farther. But again, I feel like you could be in separation from them right now because of closures. But I feel like it's very heavily work related. Who is this person who is constantly obsessively thinking about you? The Chariot, Cancer energy. Judgment. The Knight of Swords. The 10 of Cups. Back of the deck is the Ace of Cups with the Devil. So Capricorn, very strong. So this person could definitely be a Capricorn with all of this earth energy flying around. Or they could be a Virgo for sure. Like there's all sorts of very, very strong earth energy here. They don't have to be, but very strong earth energy. This Ace of Cups on the back of the deck, though, just shows what their focus is, and it's on really having this emotional new beginning with you. Even though I feel like they have been kind of hoping for this connection for a long time, pining for this connection for a long time, really wanting to reveal themselves to you. There is this sense here with the 10 of Cups, there could be a family in the way for some of you. Take that as it resonates. Not for everyone. There could be children involved here though, because I just keep focusing back on this rabbit, and then I see these children sitting here. So for some of you, there could be children in the mix of all of this. There has been a sense of determination towards wanting to move in this connection though. This person is kind of driven, especially recently in the recent past. Something has happened, and I feel like it could be the separation that's in place for some of you that has kind of driven them to really want to make moves here, because I don't think that really until they were separated from you and the space was there that they really felt the intensity of this 9 of Wands. They always kind of, it was like seeing you every day, it was like satiating that in them, but now seeing you, it's like it's creating an urgency inside. But the problem with that is that this Nine of Swords, you know, they don't know what to do with the truth after it's kind of thrust at you. They charge in, give you the truth, and then what? You know, and this person's more practical than that. They're way more practical than just running in with no plan here. So I feel like they're like trying to figure out a clear minded plan of coming towards you. The attraction they feel, it's deep down and they're hiding it. It feels very sexual in nature sometimes. It feels very heated, but it also feels almost like a bit of a codependency, a bit of an addiction that they feel obsessed over you. I want to clarify that Ten of Cups, please. Who is this person? Eight of Cups. Yeah, this person actually could have a family. Five of Pentacles, and we do have the Hierophant on the back of this deck. That can represent education, marriage, government, institutions like that, where we put ourselves on the line of ascension. We put ourselves at the helm of movement. And here we have the Four of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles over top of the Ten of Cups, which shows that, you know, things are slow moving in a practical sense here. If this person, it's like their fantasies start out really heated, but then move to practicalities very quickly because they are so practically minded, and they feel like it will take them a long time to be able to reveal themselves to you because they themselves could have a family in place, or vice versa. So let's move into what kind of thoughts are they having about you? What are some of these secret thoughts? Move these out of the way. What are some of these secret thoughts that they are actually having of you? This person who is constantly thinking about you. It feels like we come from two very different worlds, is what it feels like. But there's such an intensity there this person feels, but they feel like you two are living in completely different worlds right now. Could be that you're the one with the family, so take that as it resonates. Chariot, Cancer energy. They fantasize about charging in, about revealing their truth, and it's an emotional release. And really a Gemini, but really wanting to reflect that attraction, the passion that they feel specifically. Like there's an urgency inside this person to reveal this passion, to put these wands down, and that their fantasies focus on that. They are very, very practically minded though. When they fantasize about you, some of their thoughts, again, they're trying to think of practical ways to open that door in a real world scenario. You know, they're trying to figure out ways to bridge the divide. And they see this as such a they see you as someone who is very valuable to them. You know, they see, like, it's like you were like this gift that came out of the blue that was unexpected. They didn't expect to have this attraction towards you. It was very unexpected, and one that kind of really hit them. And it really made them start to consider movement where they never knew movement could happen. It's like they never expected to have these thoughts of you. If they are in a situation where they're in a family or some sort of responsibility, or some sort of third party, and again, that can be extended family, it can be children, it can be workplace related responsibilities, but anything that keeps them from coming towards you. But if they do specifically have some sort of responsibility that they're at the helm of, this is the only thing that could make them consider walking away. You know, this is like the fire between the two of you is enough to make them act completely out of character. Magician. They really want to let you know. They really want to have more control over the situation because they feel sometimes very helpless in how they feel. The fact that this feels like it's stuck in fantasy land, they want to have more control over the outcome. And right now they feel like they don't know what to do. Hermit. Virgo, very strong. Perhaps they are a Virgo. There's a practicality about the Virgo card. I don't want to say it's about being lonely, because there's a difference with the Virgo. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be loneliness. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. But when this person is thinking about you, when they're in those deep thoughts of contemplation, which are all the time, they're, you know, obsessively thinking about it, they're holding out, even if they can't figure out a way to open the door, they're still holding out the hope for that. They're trying to figure it out. And they're saying, you know, I've been patient, and we also have Hierophant, I'll continue to be patient. But again, there's some sort of dynamic here with their responsibilities. There's some sort of dynamic that does not allow them. I feel like it could be a marriage for some of them. We have the Five of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Their thoughts when they're thinking about you, they think about the length of time it's taking them to get to this point. They think about, you know, their responsibilities or yours. They think about the jealousy that this creates and the competition and the obstacles. And then it's like back to the drawing board. You know, we started out with the Eight of Pentacles. We're ending with the Eight of Pentacles. It's like back to the drawing board. What do I do? Throw myself into my work. And I do feel like a lot of times these thoughts come in while they're working and they sort of flare up. You know, we have, and they're sneaky, again, the Seven of Swords. They're not able to share them with other people. The Queen of Wands is showing that fire, the fiery thought pattern, and where it kind of heads. But I feel like these thoughts creep in a lot while they are disposed with other activities, trying to get things done, trying to fulfill tasks, that when the thoughts hit them the most. But this looms over top of everything. This sense of duty, this sense of responsibility. And so it's like I'm patiently waiting. It's like I'm patiently waiting to see if I can get the opportunity to branch out. This Three of Wands, you know, they've made plans perhaps. They've thought about what they could do, but they haven't taken that first step. And that Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving. Let's get some messages from the Oracle. What does this person secretly think about? What is it secretly thinking about? A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, new love. I felt like it was unexpected and you stirred them up inside. We have chemistry. There's a strong romantic attraction, magnetic attraction here. And we do have past life relationship. You have known each other before. So I feel like there was an immediate kind of clicking that happened here. And it was something unexpected on both ends. I don't feel like it was anything planned. If there are other parties involved, it wasn't something that was planned on their part, but they are thinking about you all the time. Achievement. Keep focused on your dream. And that's what they're doing with these fantasies. It's like they don't have any other option at this point right now. We do have lost love, surrender, healing, and release. So there, you know, this whole reading is about, you know, who is focused on you, who is obsessively thinking about you, who is constantly has you on their mind right this moment. And this person feels like you could be their lost love. And they are still very much focused on you. Even if appearances show otherwise. We have Ocean of Eternal Love on the back of the deck, healing, creativity, and fertility. There's a sense even here with the Temperance card, you know, standing in that water, that, you know, that could be the ocean. This is a sense of like, this love is going to last forever. I will be as patient as I need to be in order to see this come to fruition. At least in their thought pattern, at least of how they're considering this connection. You know, this could be this obsession that they're having with you, but it's like they're willing to wait. Ocean of Eternal Love. It's like I'm saying I have a lid on that love. It's not going anywhere. Who is this person? What are their secret thoughts? We have rejection. This person fears the rejection. You know, and that's the thing, that we all share these. That's why tarot and oracle cards are so fascinating to me, because they just reflect so many themes that we all struggle with that really hold us back. And this fear that inside of us, rejection, fear of loss, fear of failure, it speaks so many lies, and it stops us from really taking that step, opening those doors. And this person has a fear of rejection, and that's why all of their thoughts stay in their head and they don't come out their mouth. We do have the Victim card and the Enlightenment card coming out together. There's, you know, with the Victim card, I don't often like pulling that, because we have Workaholic too, and this person definitely feels like a workaholic. This sense of like, their sense of worrying about rejection kind of puts them into this victim mentality. They're, you know, they have these expectations of all of this movement, but they don't make any moves towards that goal. So it's like, I plant myself in the wrong conditions and at the wrong time, but I still expect big results. And then I get thrust into despair when that doesn't happen. But this is all part of progression, all a part of ascension. We have the Enlightenment card, which shows that we're all on this journey, this growth. We have to push through these obstacles that are before us in order to create that achievement. It's kind of like unlocking an achievement in a video game to gain that wisdom, to gain that enlightenment. So that's part of this person's growth, is to be able to push through that. Get some messages from this person. If this person could say anything right this moment, this person who's obsessively, constantly thinking about group 3, what would they say? I'm coming. I don't know how to fix things. The way that things are right now, it seems very insurmountable. I'm forever yours, and I am trying to become a better person. I've made my bed and now I have to lie in it. And when I see this card, I do think of someone who could have a family, could be in a position where they are sort of just on automatic, if you know what I mean. It's like, I'm on automatic now. I just kind of do what I'm supposed to do every day. Do you miss us the way that I do? And I'm losing hope. Back of the deck says, I did not follow my heart. I did not speak my truth when I was called to do so inwardly. What would this person say right this moment, please? What are they secretly thinking about? What are some of their thoughts? I want to move into a beautiful future with you. Here we have two, I want to talk to you. Where are you? Where have you been? Again, that, you know, there was that sense of the work connection here. And, you know, because I feel like it could be in disconnect because of COVID for some of you, it's that sense of like, I used to see you every day and I heard about everything. And now that since I don't hear from you, it's like something is missing from my day. Freight train. That's the 8 of Wands. It's like they want to come in with communication quickly. And for some of you, that's an indicator that this person may be reaching out to you. You are the only thing that I lie about. Very much want to, I am so sorry. Very much want to come forward and express themselves, but there's a sense of moral duty to this person. Yep, here's, my reputation is important to me. Ooh, I'm keeping an eye on you in secret. And we have playing the waiting game as well coming out. Ooh, back of the deck. We could have it all together. We could have it all together. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group 3. Charm bowl for group 3, please. Who is constantly thinking about them? We have the Tower. And what are some of their secret thoughts? 8 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and the Tower. So the Tower is really a reflection of chaos, uncontrolled chaos coming in, changing everything. And someone feels like this is an obstacle, this fear of this change is the obstacle that's holding back this connection or holding back this person from revealing their true thoughts of you. They feel unable to approach you at this time because of certain things that are holding them back. But this Eight of Swords, if they were to take the masks off and look at everything clearly, they would see that they are actually in control of their own movement, that none of those swords are actually impeding their movement at all. But very fearful of a fallout that would require, that would be a requirement of pushing through the obstacle. We have the chain out. That's Capricorn energy, the devil. I think of the devil when I see this chain, but I also think about soulmate energy or people who are, again, physically bound or emotionally bound to different situations. We have the, whoops, it's the rolling pin. It just rolled onto the floor. And I often think of food service or baking, but I'm also thinking about domestication here with this for some reason today. We have time, lots of time, or perhaps it's almost time for you guys to return to work, but time in between you. We have the cherries. I always think of virginity, so take that as it resonates. Made with love. I will. We have the dolphin. So this could be somebody who's very chatty, very playful, someone who flirts a lot, somebody who is very energetic. We have You're Always in My Heart. And we have the fish, Pisces energy, going with the flow. All right, group number 3, that is what I have for you. Who is constantly obsessively thinking about you? What are some of their secret thoughts? If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on videos that I post. Please check out my links below, but I really hope that you guys come back and visit me here on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.